Hello, beauties. Welcome to my little piece of the world on YouTube. I thought today that I would share the preface to my book, The Woo Woo Way: Unblock Your Chakras and Transform Your Life. I'm really pretty proud of this book. I decided that I needed to share as much as I could about this potent mind-body tool called the Emotional Freedom Technique, or EFT tapping. But there's so much more to it than that. And I needed to express to people exactly why I got so passionate about it. And the whole idea of this invisible energy system within us that governs everything we do, whether it's conscious, subconscious, or just the physical body and what's going on there. And it's really quite incredible. So much that I've learned and so much I've been able to do to help people feel better naturally or to augment different modalities and Eastern and Western medicine that are helping them in physical ways, emotional ways. It's really quite powerful. And so I want to begin to bring you more and more of these educational based videos just to show you more about what I'm about, but actually what you can do for yourself. So before I dive into it, I want to call your attention, in case you don't know, Monday through Friday Eastern Time, I am doing something called the Daily Tap, which is affirmational tapping with oracle cards, where I pull an oracle card to inspire the affirmation, and we tap with our fingertips to just come out of our busy minds for a moment to feel some calm, to get some clarity and focus, and unblock some of that hidden stress that's within us, and you name it, what can be happening there. But we know that with regular use, daily like that, or regularly tapping, even for a moment, absolutely can change your life like it has mine. It truly can transform you. So let's dive into this, and we'll see where we go next time. But I want to keep bringing you a little bit more, either from the book or my next book that I'm working on, and all the different things I've learned, and the sort of a hybrid coaching, because I've been obsessed with learning more and more about how I can help you. So I digress. The Woo Woo Way. This is from the preface. And I thought I'd share this with you because it gets right into why I chose the title. And a lot of people ask me that, especially in the beginning. And you'll see, I'm going to read. All right, this is the preface. So just relax for a moment while I read. Welcome, seeker. You're entering the world of woo. You may be curious, newcomer, wondering, what the heck are chakras anyway? Perhaps you have passed this way before, or maybe you have a lifetime past to woo, and your knowledge of chakras is broad. Whatever your path has been up to this point, one thing is clear: now is your time. You've spent your whole life making sure everyone else is happy and supporting them, trying not to take up too much space, not to be too loud, and bending over backward to get along while dealing with aches, pains, and medical mysteries. You feel like things should be better by now. Then you woke up to a new idea. Instead of waiting for your life to change or re-signing yourself to your lot, you transform. Being your authentic self is your birthright. You can claim it, regardless of your reasons for being here. Enter with the beginner's mind and be open to a new way of seeing and being, the woo-woo way. Now, I know you didn't choose to pick up this book unless you already have. Thank you very much. So I just want to admire you for sticking around for the rest. Why woo-woo? As the saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Some might call it chance, luck, or coincidence, that right when you're ready to learn something, the path forward falls into your lap. I call it serendipity. The hidden world of woo dropped into my life when I needed it most. At first, a part of me felt apprehensive. An image of the Ouija board popped into my head, and Sister Mary Somebody's warning echoed in my ear. Stay away from that. It's the devil's doorway. However, she only made me smile. My inner science geek prevailed. I didn't mind the skeptics who said EFT, emotional freedom technique, was too far out there. Without knowing much about the field of energy medicine, they thought it wasn't plausible, and they called it woo-woo. Nevertheless, I embraced it. A new adventure unfolded as I uncovered long repressed or never recognized parts of me. These elements blocked my powerful chakra energy and kept me stuck. Yet these unconscious blocks held precious gifts. They were hiding in the shadows behind the wounds of my past. Unblocking my chakras cleared the way for strengths beyond belief to surface. This inner journey ignited a passion in me to help other women empower themselves. My heart was bursting to share empowerment and manifestation processes. I deeply believed others, too, could heal and transform their lives. In popular psychology, manifestation refers to self-help strategies to help us achieve our goals. Most techniques tell us to center our thoughts primarily on our desired outcomes. And affirmations are used to help us keep our focus on the goal. Our thoughts and affirmations are an integral part of what's known as the law of attraction. In essence, our thoughts, good or bad, become reality. However, there's often something hindering the manifestation process. In Chapter 3, I explain why our affirmations seem to fail and fall flat. And we are left still yearning for the manifestation of our goals and dreams. How does that land for you? If you're like many of my early contracts, when I would say transformation, they barely could resist the urge to roll their eyes. I felt certain they were thinking, oh Lord, there she goes again. Then, over time, as they watched me change and grow, woo seemed like possibly the one thing they hadn't tried that might work to enhance their life experience. As a result, interest in my coaching work grew one by one as people considered what could improve in their lives with my seemingly strange approach. In this book, I share the foundational knowledge that underlies my coaching and helps you shine your best life. I'm Sandy Evenson. I'm in Rochester, New York, coming to you all over the world, and I'm hoping to share more and more of this. I don't hope, I know that I'm going to be doing that. And I'm hoping that you will tune in. And it doesn't matter when you find me. The message is timeless. Try the daily tap. I try to keep it to 10, 15 minutes. And it's just a moment to bring in some calm like a shot in the arm and use this powerful technique. I have many others that I combine with EFT. And as you may see within the book is what I call the playbook, because I don't like work and home work. So at the back of the book is what we call a playbook. there's all sorts of exercises, and I've even brought in other techniques and shown you how to use tapping with it. It's very powerful. Throughout the book also is are QR codes and URLs so that you can click on those um, on the QR codes or go to the URL and you will be taken right to some recordings. Now, in the beginning, there's a couple of things that take you to the tapping, the tapping point graph. This is in black and white because of cost reasons. But you'll see this image a lot with me. These are the tapping points that we typically use. And then also you see the QR code there. So those are throughout the book. I personally recorded the very end of the chapters. So you would just have that part. The rest of it is recorded it's on Audible. And I used a company and a voice actor because I didn't have the capacity to do the whole thing at that time. My second book, though, I'm really hoping to do that. But you'll see at the beginning of the exercises in the playbook also, you'll see that QR code and the URL because that entire playbook is recorded so that you can just go to one and put your earbuds in to do that tapping exercise. There's a lot in there that I teach you. And I'll just explain too that each of the chapters includes one of my life stories that give you sort of that example of what I'm trying to teach you within that section. And then at the end of the chapter is a story from my clients, sort of case study stories. And I put them in witness protection so no one can figure out who they are. I changed everything up so you have no idea. There's one person who didn't need me to do that, so I left it. But the rest are like that. And the main aspect of how I go through the 7 chakras is called the house of you. That inner energy system, I compare it to renovating a house and how we can look at the foundation as the root chakra and the basement as the second chakra and so on. So we actually do a walkthrough and you get to see this analogy or metaphor as a way to really learn about this system within you. Because those energy centers that run sort of straight up through the center of our body absolutely manage the rest of everything. And you'll learn about the fight, flight, freeze, fawn, stress response. If you don't already know about that, I get into all the ways we create our survival patterns because of the stress we had when we were young, even at birth or before, and throughout our childhood. And we do that walkthrough through that virtual house, and you compare it to your own inner being and the things that may be stuck there. It's a really pretty cool process. I really invite you you can go to my website and get the link there there's actually a sneak peek where you can read more of it, a few chapters, lots of testimonials and things. But you can go right to Amazon. It's available on Kindle, paperback, Audible, hardcover if you wish, and it's on other online sources as well. Help me spread empowerment to as many as possible. And meanwhile, just understand that you are loved. I see your beauty. I see your light shine brightly.